Yeah, my name is Sun Han Choi. I'm a Church of England priest. I came over here in 1995. Actually, to lead, nomadic life.
And why did you come here?
I think basically I tried to overcome my homosexual orientation in Korea in a religious way, Christian way, traditionally. A lot of fastings, even 20 days fasting. I prayed, cried out until I see blood was coming out. So all my effort, my will, the extreme measure of ways didn't work. So I decided to be a nomad. So I came over here. Advent, 대림절에 대해서 좀 말씀드리겠습니다. 그 라틴어로 보면 이 advent라는 뜻은 coming, 온다라는 뜻입니다. 온다. 그리고 arrival, 도착하다. 그래서 이 기독교에서는 이 advent를 붙잡고 주님의 귀한 복들을 내려주시옵소서. 예수 그리스도의 이름으로 기도드렸습니다. 아멘. 우리 이누가 신부님께서 I think St. George is in Bloomsbury. It's an inclusive church. They welcome everybody. My desperation tried to be, ordinary, failed. So one day I attended, inner healing meeting. But one leader asked me, leader of that group asked me, you could, speak out what is inside, frankly. So I said, God, you called me, but now I felt completely, thrown out. I didn't feel any presence of you. So I said F word to God. And then I left the church. I met my partner, Roy. I call him Changwon, Korean name, Blue Garden or Blue Ocean. I met him at a club. We've been together for 23 years and wonderful, loving and faithful, life-enhancing, enriching relationship.
Good gracious, the beginning of a sermon. We've had enough sermons.
Yes, I'm telling the truth.
Okay.
Yes.
That's so.
And I didn't go to church for 4 years. And one day a friend of mine, phoned me saying, oh, I'm going to church to look for a girlfriend. I attended 3-month course, but only simply to brush up my English. But at the end of Alpha course, I heard audible voice, maybe within myself. And I believe it was Lord Jesus Christ saying in English, not Korean, why have you raised out in your heart? So I realized, Lord, while I was seeking desperately the mountain fasting until I see the blood was coming out, you were silent, but now you are seeking me. So it was my returning journey into church and following my Lord Jesus Christ.
And did the church take kindly to your orientation when you told them about your homosexuality?
I didn't tell them. And after Alpha course, I joined the quite evangelical Pentecostal Anglican church, and which is quite familiar to my tradition. And then eventually I was asked by the rector to join the staff. So I joined the staff for 4 years. And then one day I told my rector that I was having a same-sex relationship with my partner. And then his immediate reaction was, do not come to church. I was allowed to come to church only on Sunday. And after that, I was not allowed to go to church during weekdays.
That was a present he got from a friend in New York for his ordination. It's a nautilus.
The way the nautilus expands, the process is exactly the same as the galaxy. The universe is expanding. So this is inside of the nautilus. So,
Father, how did you feel when the church told you not to come to the church?
I felt, because honestly, I've tried to overcome my sexual orientation in many ways, according to the traditions of church, prayer, fasting, reading the scriptures. But it didn't work, so I felt a little bit dejected, and I don't know, I was not angry, just completely cut off again. And then one day I realized that, wow, rather than try to be accepted by them, I should accept their limitations. I was able to embrace them. I was able to welcome their limitation and misunderstanding and their cultural and religious background. So it was the salvation to me. It was way out.
What is your one understanding of why you went through that whole process?
It's quite a difficult question. God's love is unconditional. I try to be who I am not in Korea. I try to be accepted by the culture and the church. But now I feel that God accepts me just as I am unconditionally. T.S. Eliot says our end is God's beginning, because when I just completely give it up to overcome my homosexuality, and I think God began to work, His work in me.